Oh look, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Okay, so ordinarily on a Volvo 240 on the red blocks, to get to the coolant temp sensor you have to, or the easiest way from what I understand, is to take all this shit off and take off the intake manifold, and then you should be able to see it. But there's actually an easier way. I can actually have this thing in and out in about 5 minutes. You're gonna need a ratchet, obviously, a few extensions, and 19 millimeter, and I use a little swivel. So what you're gonna do, and you need a screwdriver with a flathead. So what you're gonna do first is this top hose. I don't know how well you can see that, but this top hose that goes, I think, to the EGR valve. You need to take it off because it's right in the way. And then what you do is you push it down, way down if I can. Push it under there, and that'll get it completely out of the way. From this point, you should be able to see the coolant temp sensor now. You can actually see that clamp, or I mean not a clamp, the connection right there, connector right there. The one with the yellow cap. So what you'll do is right here between the AC line and the intake manifold, you're going to come in here with your right hand and should be able to jimmy it up under here enough to push the little release mechanism on the connector and pull it off. There we go. Before you pull that sensor out, you're going to walk all the way around the car because you're an idiot and you pull it too close and you can't get in front of it. You're going to want to loosen this cap here if you can. Mine was on here, fucking dick tight. There we go. You're going to loosen this cap and then squeeze the top radiator hose and hold it. Keep it squeezed. Put the cap back on as tight as you can get it. Maybe that's why it was on fucking dick tight. I did it. And then let go of the hose. Basically that just creates a little vacuum in the line, so that a bunch of coolant doesn't just piss out everywhere when you take the sensor out. Comes the fun part. Take your 19 millimeter socket with the swivel. Come in here with your right hand, and you just gotta be kinda... Oh, actually, before you do that, it's best if you put a little extension on it. So, 19 mil. Come in here. You just gotta be kind of careful, and you should be able to finagle your way onto that coolant temp sensor. So, can't see for dick in this thing because it's so far back. I like to use this big ass light here. Okay, I'm on it. Put that back up there out of my way. Grab this long extension. Grab your ratchet. Maybe. Come on, there we go. Make sure this is on loosen. And I think I got it. It's fun, it's real fun to get in there. There we go. So that's off, I think. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not, I can't tell. Now it's off. Okay, so pull all that bullshit out. Come back in here with your right hand. Should be able to twist this thing by your hand now, using your two little pinchers here. And then you got it out. And now, it took what, like 5 minutes? Now you don't have to replace the gasket on this and worry about all the fuel lines and all this shit. Then you're going to grab your new sensor, which I'm not sure which one is the newest one. Grab your new sensor, come in here with your right hand. Don't drop the sensor because it will literally just disappear. And be real careful not to cross thread it. Now there might be a point where it gets kind of hard to turn, and that doesn't mean it's all the way down. So bring this contraption back in there. Put that back on if you can. It's best to try to get this socket facing straight up before you put it over the sensor, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get your ratchet on there. God, this fucking light's blinding the shit out of me. What the hell? Come on, you bastard. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. Okay. Oh, I got your ass now. Oh boy. Did I get it? Yeah. Okay, so make sure that your lower back is on fire while you're doing this. Tighten it up. I don't know. I don't have a torque wrench. I'm assuming this is probably something you would put at about 8 foot-pounds. Drop your extension down there twice. And then I like to bring this light back down just to make sure that it's actually on there, and I think it is. Come back in here with your right hand, between here again, grab your connector, and what you're going to have to watch out for is on the temp sensor there's a little notch here, and that notch correlates with the notch on the connector, so pay attention before you start trying to jam this connector on here and fuck it up. I'll put this fucking line back on. Don't forget your EGR hose here. Don't forget your hose. Come on. Get the fuck out. You want to be careful with all this stuff because it is a 27-year-old car. Pretend to know these things. Ooh, what the fuck was that? Make sure that your back is good and on fire and aching. There we go. Tighten that back up. Done. That was easy, right? I think we can find out that that did nothing and that I just wasted my time. Where's the keys? I guess you need keys to start the car. Oh look, just like I knew. I knew that that wasn't gonna work. Look at that. That's how you change a coolant temp sensor in a Volvo 240. Hope that helps somebody. See ya.